Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie. This is Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This time it's going to be a pick a card on the subject of who do you need to cut off and why do you need to cut them off? You know what I mean? So basically we're going to be asking who are these people and what are they doing to you? You know, what's the reason to cut them off? You don't got to cut them off. This just, giving you like a heads up so you can know who's around you who might be, trying to hinder your healing process or your growth process. Maybe even stopping your coins, all right? So, you know the routine. Description box gonna have the timestamp, all right? Just go ahead, tap down there and scroll, go to your pile. This gonna be pile 1, this gonna be pile 2, this gonna be pile 3, this gonna be pile 4. So I'm gonna get started with pile 1 right now. Okay. So this is a person who's teetering between leaving a situation, like breaking their patterns, breaking their old cycles. They're probably stuck in a never-ending cycle. Like it seems like they keep either dating the same people or getting into the same jobs or getting into the same situations. It seems like they just can't get out of that troublesome mind state. And it's like they're not listening to their own intuition at all. You know, they may be needing to take a break, take a rest of some sorts, but they just keep going in circles and circles. It's like time to go. It's like they're on a rush. It's like they're rushing. They're always rushing, but it seems like, you know what I'm getting? They're impulsive and they're not listening to their own inner voice. All right, this person is impulsive and doesn't listen to their own inner voice. Could be a Cancer, could be a Libra. All right. But this person just seems to be going round and round, right? And it's like they don't know where to start or where it ends. You know, they're basically in a loop, all right? But they're just not listening to their own guidance. They might be listening to other people, and it seems like they're always on the go, always on a rush, always needing to be there. It's like always the next destination, always the next thing to do. They're always steps ahead, it seems like. Steps ahead of before they even finish the first problem. They're always steps ahead. All right. So this person seems to be not listening to their intuition about personal issues. All right. There's issues that they need to be dealing with, but they just seem to be either closing themselves off and sitting in like a closed corner, or they seem to be maybe just sitting home, but they always have the energy of being impulsive. And when they go, there's no real clear destination. They're just going. All right. It's just like they're not really listening to, you know, what's best for them. They might not hear their higher self speaking to them. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. All right. This person notices that you're fair, you know, that you either give or you're really nurturing, that you're just a fair-minded and balanced person. They also know that you like to take action. So they're probably someone who's mimicking you, watching what you do, and trying to mimic the behavior of what you're doing, but they're just not listening to their own guidance. Your path and their path may not be the same, and they may be trying to join you or emulate what you're doing. But what they're upset about is that you're very compassionate, and that you're a fair and giving person, all right? And that you take action. It's like you have clarity. You have an ability to create. You know, it's like you know how to make things happen, pretty much. What they're doing is trying to confuse you. You know, maybe they're giving you two different scenarios. Like whenever you handle a problem, maybe they nitpick at the problem and try to give other issues or other problems for you to look at. Even though you may already have your plan and idea in mind and be ready to go, they may add in like blockages or other factors to try to confuse you. You know, they're also someone who you might have, okay, so this is someone you might have walked away from. You know, you might have already walked away from them, and they might just be trying to cling to you, or they might just be spying on you. But what the energy is that they're trying to stop you from actually nurturing and giving to yourself. They see you basically healing and having like new hopes and new dreams and new ideas, you know, and they're basically feeling type jealous about that. You know, they're feeling broken because they're seeing that you're releasing attachments, old behaviors and old patterns, you know, so they're trying to emulate you and follow this path, but it seems like they don't really have their destination because they're not listening to their own intuition. That's really the bigger thing here. But they see that you are nurturing and that you're a fair person. but they just feel like they don't know where to start because they have this never-ending story. So it's like they just keep going in and out. I mean, round and round. They pretty much keep repeating the same patterns, the same cycle, the same. It just looks like the same story, same relationships, same jobs. That's pretty much what they got going on. So maybe they're upset that you're also encouraging, because I also have the card of encouraging. So you're also encouraging as well. And you're loving, you're nurturing, and you're fair. So they're upset that you're basically a good person, but sometimes it be that way. When people haven't healed, because that's what they're doing. They haven't quite healed. They're avoiding it. They're avoiding the issue, all right? They just feel like they're broken. So they're trying to confuse you and throw up other obstacles in your way to try to keep you from moving forward, all right? They might even try to walk away from you in order to get you to cling to them. But they have this impulsivity of like, just needing to go, but not really having a clear destination of where they want to go, all right? This person thinks that your life is a miracle, or that the way that you live in your life is a miracle, all right? They see that you pretty much have surrendered and just kind of allow life to take its pace, and that you're going with the flow. They see that you're restoring yourself and that you found a newfound motivation in yourself as well. What it is mostly that they see that you have some type of clarity and that you're willing to take action. That's what they're really upset about. So you're action-oriented, you're family-oriented, you're loving and caring with your closest friends. You're also fair and honest. You're willing to give and take equally with other people. And that's what they don't like. It seems like to them, you might be just too perfect of a person. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. They think of you as too perfect of a person. So they might have even tried to guilt you by walking away emotionally to try to get you to chase after them or come after them. Or they put other obstacles in your way to confuse you. Like other options or other problems. They might have brought other problems in your way, other hurdles to basically try to confuse you. They want to hinder your healing process. They see that you're trying to restore yourself and gain balance again, and that you're basically releasing your old attachment styles or releasing your old attachments and finding your balance within yourself. So it's like you're honoring the flows of life. You're going with the flows of life. And like I said, they want to imitate you. It's just that you guys may be on different paths of learning, or just a different timeline of learning, and that they're needing to take their time. They're needing to actually listen to their own inner guidance about where to go, because they're just trying to emulate you, and it may be leading them down the wrong path. They're not sure where they want to go, but they see you growing. And so they're trying to hinder that, maybe because they don't feel like they know where to go. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to even start this journey of healing. And it seems like you're so far away. That's the energy I'm getting, like you're so far away, and they just want to catch up, but they just don't know in what direction to go, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's shake this jar up and see what sign you might be dealing with. What sign or signs you might be dealing with. I'm gonna try not to grab the whole jar because that always happens. We got 3. You got Gemini, you got Virgo, and you have Capricorn. All right, Pile 1, that is your reading. This is your boy Noonan. This is Leo in the 3rd house. Thanks for watching. Okay, if you pick Pile 2, this is your reading. Let's get started. Okay, so right away, I'm getting that this is either a parent or a manager or a boss or someone who you see who has higher authority or makes decisions, all right? Someone who you see who has some type of ranking, all right? This person who's higher than you pretty much don't like your spirituality, right? They don't like also this healing process that you got. So maybe you've been working through old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old ways of processing emotion, and they notice you releasing negativity. Maybe you're not much of a person who lets fear hold them back, because you also have be bold to make first move. So you're probably someone who's been releasing those fears, those old fears that you've been telling yourself, that negative self-talk and self-criticism, you've been getting rid of it, and so it's like you take full responsibility for those issues where things have went wrong in your life. And this person feels like you're okay, that things are your fault. They feel like things are your fault and like it's not their fault. Like they're never that they're a victim. This person is more of a victim. They feel like things aren't just going in their favor, right? Or that they're being cursed in a sense. Like they don't have enough time to get things done. Like they don't have enough energy to get things done. That there's just like energies working against them. All right, but they do have assistance. This person has assistance, or they have resources. They have more than you do, but they're not tapped in like you are. All right, this is someone who's maybe impatient, not willing to do the work, or not willing to wait for things to manifest or to grow, like not giving time. It's like they don't have time. It seems like they run out of time is a big thing. And it's like they're not allowing, sometimes they have to allow things to be. They're more into the controlling aspect. What they don't like is that you let go of the negativity. So this could be like a relationship, a friendship, a partnership. What I'm getting is it could be a Scorpio, or it could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius again. Oh my, I didn't put these back in from that last reading. All right, so what I'm getting though is that they're playing the victim, the blame game. They're blaming you. They think it's your fault. It's not their fault. Whereas you take full responsibility for your part of the action, so your part of the relationships. Like you understand where you went wrong. You're willing to admit your faults. This person thinks that they're a victim, all right? So you also realize, so you're getting rid of like a negative thoughts. You have integrity. You also have discernment, all right? So that's what they're upset about, that you have discernment and integrity with what you do. You're bold and you make the first move, so you're initiative. You're out here and you have initiative, and you're willing to take the first step that it takes against things that you're afraid of. It's like you believe in your higher power. You believe in things like I want to say a consciousness that's bigger than you. This person just really needs like time to relax. They just feel like they don't have enough time though. They feel like it just feels like they're watching you, even though it seems like they don't have enough time. It seems like they're watching you make moves and wanting to blame you because you're able to make moves. You might have left this person. You might have been bold and stepped away from this person. And so they're blaming you because whoever this is a person who's blaming you, all right? Person who you might have seen in higher authority, or someone who you might have felt like you needed to answer to. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're in higher authority than you, like a manager or a boss or a supervisor or a dentist or a doctor. Just someone who's in a higher authority wherever you may be. And it's someone who you respect and maybe value their word or value their opinion, all right? But basically, they're upset that you now have discernment and integrity through working through your fears. You were bold enough to actually take action and take steps to get things started, and to actually do the work. Now you take full responsibility for your parts and relationships that don't work. Now you take responsibility in your mistakes. Now it says that you even take care of your thoughts, and you know that your thoughts are things, all right? So this is like the negativity that you release is what transforms you. All right, and it made you bold enough to go after life the way that you want to go after it, but with discernment. So you don't have to go through the same life lessons that you've already been through, and with integrity. So you don't go as low as others do, all right? You don't follow suit when others are trying to go low. You take the high road and you always benefit in the end, all right? This person has heavy self-criticism. They criticize themselves a lot, and they feel like they don't have enough energy or that they don't have the power to do what you're doing. All right. This person might be a bit cold. They might have been hurt. And so they try to intellectualize their emotions. They try to intellectualize their feelings. They try to intellectualize how they should transform their emotions. All right. And they might also be emotionally manipulative as well. So when they do express their emotions, they're more likely to harp on your heartstrings. They're trying to pull you or tear you down in a sense, in an emotional way, so that's kind of the energy I get. But it's this energy of them needing to like relax and calm their spirit pretty much. Like they can't control everything. It's really an energy of them wanting to be in control, but feeling like they can't be in control. And they're upset that you found power and control of yourself, which is the hardest thing to do, is be in control of yourself and your bodily urges, or your mental, like those like negative thoughts and patterns that you just keep telling yourself and you keep enduring and keep experiencing through habit, right? So they're just upset that you've really changed, that you've actually put some effort into it. This person is really self-critical, and that's why they're so critical of you, because the voices that they're using, or the voice that they use inside their head is a lot harsher on them than it is with you. So try not to take it personal. It's not about you. They're hurting and they don't know how to let go of those fears like you have. All right. So have a little compassion, give them a little grace, because they don't know what you know. all right? But you do have a lot of a lot of integrity, and you're very discerning with other people. So you're not here to repeat the same patterns again, the same lessons again. That's what's so great about you, pile 2. All right? They might be upset about your intelligence as well. You know, that's something I'm getting as well, because it's like you're pretty intelligent and you're now willing to stand your ground, because it's like you're bold enough. So now you're stand your ground. You have integrity and you have discernment. So now you look at things from a more logical aspect of, is this worth my time? You know, it's maybe because you've been hurt in the past and you've been distressed, you know, and it's kind of made you a little bit cold or a little bit more decisive about who you deal with and who you talk with or who you associate with. But now you have more integrity and more discernment, and they don't like that because they were able to play on your weaknesses before. But this person is just extremely self-critical, and that's really why they're at you, because you've released those negative habits about yourself, those negative self-talks. You no longer harp on these things. Now you're expressing yourself. You're allowing yourself to feel those feelings, and you're letting them transform you into a better form of who you are now. All right. So that's what I got, pile 2. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go over here to pile 3 now. Okay, pile 3, this your reading. This with the pyrite. Okay. So this person is someone who's probably moved, gotten a new place, started a new life themselves. So they're upset because, so this is someone who's portraying that they're peaceful and that they have a new life and that they're comfortable. You know, they might be a dancer or someone who has a platform of some sort, right? This is also someone who might be within your friend group or friends. Now, they might be a friend of a friend. That's kind of the energy I get. But this is someone who comes around and they pretend that they're super peaceful in that life, that they've had a new start and that life is going really well for them. You know, so now they're probably like, they may be one of those people who come up and like, life is going so great for me. There's nowhere to go but up. And it's like they're constantly bragging about what they have going on as a way to let you know that they have value. All right. But what they're also having going on is that they have a fear of failure. It's someone who really has a fear of failure, but they're pretending that things are going really well for them. All right. Might be a friend of a friend, but this is someone who pretends to be very peaceful. They might be really coy, really relaxed. They might always be sleeping or laying in the bed. All right. But they also might have a public platform somehow, or others see them. All right. There's some type of stature where people see them. They're attractive. That's for sure. They're very attractive. The Queen of Wands. All right. But this is someone who pretends that their life is going so great and that they're at peace and that they're in harmony and they're happy and that things are finally coming together and that they're having a new start. But what they're upset about is that you've been working hard as well and that you have a new start. So they're upset. They feel like they're competing with you. All right. This is why you need to get rid of this person, because they feel like they're competing with you because they see you having a new start and it may be just as big as theirs, or they may feel like you're eclipsing theirs. All right. It's like you're allowing life to just guide you. That's what they're upset about. Like you're just allowing life to just guide you. You've been working hard and then you've been going with the flow. You've been working hard and then when you get tired, you just go with the flow. That's the energy I'm getting. You allow your life to just flow through you. Yeah, you've been working hard and just going with the flow. And that's why you've been able to take your hands off the wheel. It's like you know that you're not alone, that the universe is here with you, that you have friends that are here with you, that you have loved ones that are here with you, that you have spirit guides that are here with you, that you have your God that is here with you, or your higher power that is here with you. You already know this. So you're secure and comfortable in this as well. And they don't like sharing their peace or this feeling of having a new life because maybe they were over you at one time. They feel like they're royalty and like you should be, you know, some type of peasant, you know, or that you should be lower status than them. They don't want to compete and you be happy when they're happy. That might have been what the dynamic was at one time. But it's like you've been ignited. It's like your passions for life has been ignited. and you're just going to go with the flow. It's like you experiment. You're going to allow life to be what it be. But you work for this change. You didn't just allow it to happen. You put in hard work for this change. You did practical steps. It took you a while. You beat a lot of steps, a lot of odds. And now you have this new start. And now they're not upset that you guys are on the same level again. Or maybe this is your first time being on the level with them, you know, because I'm getting the energy of like, it might be a fresh start for you. Like this might be your first time being at their level, you know what I mean? Because this is someone who's attractive. So you might have been working out, taking care of yourself. Like your hard work is making you noticed. It's giving you a new start, and they don't want to share the spotlight with you. All right. It's like you're trusting in the universe now. You're trusting in who you are. All right. You're gaining more confidence. You know, you're coming out of this feeling of feeling blocked off or guarded, you know. That's what's really going on. It's like you're willing to take the blindfold off and see things for what they truly are. Yeah, you might not be anxious anymore or guarded anymore. That might be something too. You might be more open and more charismatic. You might be building up your confidence as well. And that's something that's bothering them, because now you guys are neck and neck, it seems. You might have already been neck and neck, but you might have not felt that way about yourself. But now you're noticing that about yourself. You're noticing that you're a star. You believe in yourself. You know, and that's what's really bothering them, because you are pretty much where they didn't want you to be. You're there. You're their competition. That's how they're seeing you. You know, so they come off as, hey, everything's going well, everything's going swell. I'm at peace. I got a new life. I got a new house. I got a new car. I got new clothes. I got new money. Whatever the case may be, they're bragging about what they have. You know, and to them, it's like, you know, where do I go from here? I've got it all. You know, they feel as if they got it all, like everything is going so well, you know, but deep down, they're not saying that. They're afraid of like, what if things happen? You know, you are rather trusting in the universe and going with the flow. And that they love about, you know, that they love and hate, you know. It's one of those double-edged swords is the energy I'm getting. You know, they love and hate, but it's like you're allowing life to just flow for you. Meanwhile, you're also working, you know, working towards those things you really want. You're putting the effort into things, you know, you're persevering. That's Capricorn energy, you know. And then you're here feeling attractive as well. You're gaining up your attraction level, you know. You're feeling more confident in yourself as well. You're starting to believe in yourself as well. People are starting to notice you because now you're feeling like a star, all right? You're starting to trust in what's going on around you, and trusting in the universe having a greater plan for you, and trusting in family and friends who are around. It's like inspiration kicked in and you just started working your butt off for it. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I got. And they don't like that. They don't want to share the spotlight with you. That's most important to them. They don't want to share a spotlight with you. They like when you used to be guarded off and not really communicating, or confused, or not really able to see what was going on for you, you know, or not really able to see other possibilities. You know, they were more happy when you were that way, when you were feeling less confident and weren't able to attract the things that you really wanted to. You know, when you weren't feeling as regal or as in charge. Well, I want to say in charge. You know, when you weren't able to stand your ground or be comfortable in your own skin, that's when they really enjoyed you. But now that you have the same confidence and the same level up as them, and now that you're actually putting in, you know, this brand new start is happening for you, they're not feeling that. All right. So that's what I got. Pile 3. All right. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the 3rd house. Thanks for watching. I'm going over to pile 4 now. Okay, pile 4. This is your reading. Okay, so this is someone who might be a part of the spiritual community or more of a loner. This could be someone who's more of a loner, a deep thinker. They're usually by themselves. They might like be overcritical or over analytical of situations. There's someone who needs to take a break, who needs to rest and basically maybe they take a lot of time. I get this energy of them always taking a lot of time by themselves. They might also be a smoker, all right? They might also be a smoker, but what I'm getting is that they can't figure out what to do, what their next steps are. Even though they think they seem to be an overthinker, they just don't know what their steps are, what the next move to be. So they're needing to breathe, like find their own peace, their own sanity. But they really don't like being excluded from the crowd. And so that's probably why they're an overthinker. Or maybe, okay, so check us out. I think they're upset mostly because that, like, you're so spiritual. That's also the energy I'm getting of you being spiritual, and they're watching you having either a new start. It's like, because it's like you're so chilled. That's what the energy I'm getting. Like, you're so chilled. You're very charismatic. You're a talkative person. You know how to start conversations. Whereas they can't really stand themselves. They don't like to be alone. All right. You are more aligned with people. You're good with relationships, and you know more about you. You're comfortable being alone as well. They aren't. So you're good with relationships and mingling with people, right? You could be a Libra or you could be a Pisces, all right? But they're always stuck in their head, all right? They're always stuck in their head and they're always alone. And that's something that, maybe they portray that they're comfortable alone. That might be this person, but they're overthinking. They're always home alone, and they pretend and put on the facade that they're always happy alone, that they're at peace. Like, this is good. I like to be alone. I like my shell, So this could be a Pisces or a Libra. I didn't even take them. Wow, they're gonna be upset. I didn't even shake the jar for the last group, but we're gonna do it this group. All right. So, but what they see is that you're aligned with relationships, that you work well with other people, and they don't really like that because they're more of a loner. But they put on the facade that they're always comfortable being alone, but they really want to be able to mix and mingle as well as you do. All right. This is a person who might have betrayed you, and they might have hurt you or betrayed you in the past, all right, in order for some type of financial gain or for some type of upswing of luck for them. They betrayed you for some type of money or some type of advantage, like some type of situation that come up. They betrayed you, all right? So they feel guilty, and they have a lot of regret about that. That's something I get. But they also are upset that you're so forgiving, because that's something I get here, is that you don't hold on to your own guilt and shame. Like, you release those, because those are some of the heaviest emotions to deal with, guilt and shame. All right. So you realize that you're more aligned, and you're kind of like pile 3, where they're allowing things to just flow. You get rid of things that don't resonate with you. You purge them out. You get rid of them. You have a unique place. So you're pretty much, you could be very spiritual. That's the energy I'm getting. You could be very spiritual, very good with relationships or with people and consulting, like consulting. You might be a yoga instructor, but I get that you're on the upswing, and that's something that they don't like. Like your spiritual practices may be paying off for you. And they see that you're letting go of like past hurt, past regret, and past guilt and shame. You're letting go of those heavy emotions and moving forward. But you've been doing it through your spirituality, either through meditation, or deep breathing. But it's like you've worked through those traumas. Now maybe you've discovered that you have gifts. You might be sharing these gifts with the divine, or like realize that you have a gift from the divine, and you might be working them. And that might be something that they're seeing as how you're able to connect with other people, and they don't like it, because they're alone. They're like on the outside. They feel like an outsider, but like I said, they're putting on a facade that they're happy. This is someone who might have betrayed you for a leg up or a possibility to move up, for some type of abundance or inheritance, or they might have gotten you for something that might have been rightfully yours. But I see that you're about to get what's coming for you anyway. And it may be through your spiritual practice, whatever you're working at, all right? It's like you're having a revival, like you're reviving yourself. You're getting back to you, like connecting your masculine and your feminine energies, right? It's like you're balancing out everything. You're understanding the give and take in relationships. That's what I'm getting. And this is someone who betrayed you in the past for a chance to get, some type of reward, or for a chance to come up. All right, or for something that made them more happy, something that made them excited, or that gave them, a feeling of abundance. That's what I'm getting. But it's like you found your purpose, and it's revived you. It's made you feel aligned with life itself. And now you're going with the flow of everything. And those things that don't resonate with who you are or with your spirituality, you cut them loose. And that might be why they're feeling left out as well, because you might have been the only friend who could really see them. And now, based on them betraying you because they wanted to get a leg up, that still isolated them. So now maybe because you're a kind person or a loving person, or you're very intuitive, is also the energy I'm getting. Because of that, because you knew what their underlining factors were, you might have moved away from them. All right, because it's like you've gotten over that past hurt. You've released that, and you've gotten over that, and they're still holding on to that. They're still harping on that. You found a purpose. You've let it revive your life. You know, you started aligning with spirit. You know, you realize that you're special and that you have gifts and you have talents to offer to this world, and you've been expressing them. All right. You've been expressing them either through relationships where you've come together with possibly a soulmate, or you come together with a partner who either, you know, matches you, matches your energy, gives you fair and treatment, fair and honest treatment. They give you equal give and take. You know, that's kind of energy I'm getting. And like I said, you could be a Libra and a Pisces, or this could be a Libra and a Pisces. But this person is like, you know, they're a lone wolf pretty much. They're an overthinker. They're over analytical and overcritical. They're super critical of themselves and super critical of you as well. You know, but there's someone who pretends that they're all peaceful and that everything is okay, and that they're really just, you know, they may be another spiritual practitioner themselves. That was the energy I got from the rip, that there may be a spiritual practitioner themselves, and they see that your spiritual practice is possibly taking off or getting you new connections that are giving you a brand new lease of life, a brand new start at life. All right. They see that you've gotten over the situation and that you released whatever guilt and regret that you've had and played a part in, and then you've, you know, changed your perspective. For them, they're looking at it like, you know, what is the point of all of this? Like, you know, why are you doing what you're doing? Like, why are you moving how you're moving? You know, like, is there a bigger picture to this? So they're overthinking all situations all the time, you know, but they're pretending like I said, they're pretending that they're more comfortable being alone than with others. All right. So let's shake this bottle up real quick and see what signs this could be possibly. Virgo and Pisces. All right, y'all. This your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house. Thanks for watching again, y'all. Yeah, it's been a pleasure to read for y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoy. You know, comment, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, hit that note bell. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm out.